Hi folks, Christie, your flute coach here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the second in my recommended series of online flute courses, and they are provided through this online learning hub called Udemy. So simply just Google Udemy or go to udemy.com to find it, and you will find that it's really quite amazing. The list of courses that you can do on here is just incredible, but I'm not going to get sidetracked, I promise. We're here to look at flute, so let's have a look at that. Great, so we've got 14 results for flute. Some are for Indian flute, but we are not interested in that today. We're interested in Western concert flute. And I really love the best-selling series by the music professor here. So there are 5 or 6 lessons in this series, and I love them because it gives you a pipeline, it gives you a plan and a pathway to learning. So when you finish one course, you're not sort of left out in the cold and wondering, what do I do next? You've got something else to move on to, and it makes it a really nice seamless transition as well. So to start with, to sign up to Udemy, you can simply use an email address or log in using your Facebook details. It's all free. And to access the course, you simply click. Today we're looking at Master Flute Playing, Intermediate Instruction Made Simple. You will have an add to cart or buy now box. I've already paid for it, so it's not there. And you can simply pay for that either using a credit card or PayPal account. It's safe and secure, and Udemy give you a 30-day money back guarantee, which is great as well. So here we are. You'll see I'm already logged in, and all the courses that I'm enrolled in are listed here, and you just select whichever one you're up to. So today we're looking at Intermediate Instruction Made Simple by the music professor, and it's the second in their great series. The first is called Beginner Basics to Intermediate, this green one, and I've reviewed that previously. If you look through my videos, you'll find that, and the Intermediate follows on seamlessly from that one. So you might be wondering, how do I know if this course is, at the right playing level for me? Well, look, if you can already read music notes, you can count and interpret simple rhythms, you can make a good quality sound, and you can already play some simple melodies, this one is probably for you. You don't actually have to do the beginner one. You can just pop into any entry point along this series, whatever suits you. So you might find that you're in one of these 3 groups of people. You've already completed the beginner flute course and you're looking for the next step. You've played the flute years ago and you've had a long break from playing and you want to relay some of those foundations. Or you may have played another instrument and you want to add flute to your skill set. So I think that this intermediate course is the right one for you based on that. So I've mentioned it follows on from the beginner course, and it actually has the same format, which makes it really easy to use. If you haven't done the beginner course yet, don't worry, I'll take you through quickly. There's also the same instructor, so that also makes it nice and familiar and a really easy transition too. So when you first log into the course, you'll be taken to this course overview tab that I'm in now. And this kind of acts as a home page and a place to connect, where you can see recent activity and questions from other students in the course, or announcements from the music professor to you. You'll also see this handy dandy bar graphic at the top, and that shows you how far along in the lesson series you've progressed. And so, if you come back after a little while of not going through your lesson series, you don't have to go searching and figure out where you left off. You can just start straight away, which is great. So under the course content tab, there are all these sections of lesson lectures that you can expand and collapse. And this is actually available to you before you buy, so you can look through and make sure that it's exactly what you want and it's at the right level for you. And you'll even get a couple of preview videos as well, which is really great. The Q&A tab is the communication hub between students and the music professor. So you can see that some students have already added some questions here, and the music professor is actually quite prompt in getting back to people, and they often respond within 24 hours, so it's a nice quick turnaround. Bookmarks, this is for you. If you're watching lectures, you can save your place for later. And announcements, of course, is the music professor wanting to communicate with you with any announcements. So let's go back to the course content. So this is fantastic. There's about 100 courses for you to complete, ranging anywhere from under a minute to about 20 minutes in length. So they're nice and bite-sized pieces. So quite a large amount of this course is dedicated to scales. And look, that can seem a little bit dry to students sometimes, but I think scales are invaluable. Scales and exercises are invaluable because it helps you to develop your muscle memory, your finger dexterity, an ear for correct intonation, and they're really useful tools to practice articulation patterns and rhythm. And look, if you're going to progress down the path to examinations or auditions, they're absolutely essential requirements, so don't skip them. There is also an emphasis on advancing techniques such as using vibrato effects, syncopation and tone development exercises, together with expanding the range of notes. And so they're really putting polish on your performance now, your playing now. And you're moving past just playing notes, just playing a sound, understanding when and how to play notes. This is making your playing performance quality. It's moving you to that next level. So let's go into a lesson and have a little look at what that looks like. So I'll just choose one at random. So you can see that the sheet music for that lesson is up on the full screen and the instructor is in the window. And you can actually switch between these views whenever you like, depending on what you'd like to see in clearer view. And this works for any lecture that has an associated image or sheet music. You can browse the questions for that lesson by other students or submit one yourself, and of course add the bookmark that I mentioned before. And if you're finished with that lesson, you can go back to the main menu by going back to the dashboard. I'd like to show you that here under section 1, Introduction, there is a full score for this entire coursework. So you can print that out in one document. It's all the little individual images just combined into one handy resource. So you can download that, print it, make notes, do whatever you like. It's a really great resource. It's all really clearly labelled, and you can go back to that. You don't have to print that, of course. You can just click on the individual image and work off that if you like. Either way works fine. So there's that image there. So I've shown you around, and I hope I've given you a really clear view of what this course is like. So in my view, the strengths are, it's a really easy transition from the beginner course. If you're moving, you'll feel right at home with the same instructor and the same layout. There's a really large selection of scales available in the downloadable companion music book. Once again, you have that engaging and lovely upbeat instructor who really makes you want to play. She loves the flute and it's quite infectious, really. You'll also enjoy Udemy's 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you feel at any time if the course doesn't deliver on your expectations, you'll simply get your money back. So that makes you feel really secure. And I may have mentioned before, but you have lifetime access to these course materials. So you're under no pressure whatsoever to, hurry through because, your membership only lasts a month or 6 months. You really can work at your own pace. And look, as adult learners, we've got stuff on, life gets busy. And so I find that really convenient and works well for me. The weaknesses, if I could name a few, there's only a couple of questions in the Q&A library. It's a bit of a shame because questions are really helpful resources to other students, but I feel that as enrolments are continuing to increase, the number of questions in the library is going to build up. It's just going to be a matter of time. And look, I mentioned before, but there is a large emphasis on scales. And I know that some of you will go, oh, boring, because scales just seem to have that effect on people. But I know that this is actually not a weakness, it's a strength, because it's going to turn you into a great flute player. Playing beautiful scales equals playing beautiful music in my book. So time spent consolidating technique using scales is well worth it. So I hope you have enjoyed this review and it's been helpful to you. I've got a link directly to this course in the description underneath this video, so please click through to that and it will take you straight through. You'll find it no problems. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.